Hi there. So for the module 7 mini lesson, I've chosen to work on the topic of vertebrates. I'm going to be working with first grade students on science, and the goal is for students to compare and sort vertebrate animal characteristics through a comparison chart. So the concept would be vertebrates, and those are animals that have a backbone. And the strategy would be teaching through the concept of teaching through graphic organizers and comparison charts. So before this lesson, the days before, I had worked on this graphic organizer that shows that we can sort animals in so many different ways, but that we were going to be focusing on sorting animals according to whether they have a backbone or whether they don't. So vertebrates do and invertebrates don't. And here we have a couple of examples, like vertebrates are mammals, birds and fish and reptiles, and invertebrates are caterpillars. Some examples, worms and insects and spiders. And so that students could see that there is still a relationship between what we're going to be doing today and what we had talked about in the past. This is a poster that you can get from the homeschool year, and it has a couple of characteristics from birds and fish and mammals and reptiles. And it also has a couple of pictures that show examples of each. So the goal is to use this poster, but to complete the comparison chart using the information that we can access from the poster. And this would be done as a whole class. Here you could see I already wrote down an example, like what would be the blood type. So birds are warm-blooded and reptiles are warm-blooded, and so are mammals, but fish are cold-blooded. And then so the bodies are covered with what? And how do they breathe? And how do they give birth to their babies? And where do they live? And what would be some other body characteristics and other characteristics that they could find from their background knowledge as well? So here you can see an example of how I would have filled out this comparison chart with the students using the information from the posters. And to finish the lesson, the 10-minute lesson, I would have students work in pairs and to think about questions like, how are mammals and reptiles alike? How are they different? And then using the examples like, is a bear a mammal? And how do you know this? So using the metacognitive skill of thinking about their own thinking and explaining their thinking. Like, I think a bear is a mammal because I know this evidence, and this is from the chart, and this is the information that we could access. So that would be the end. Thank you. Hi there. So